everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, and we're back to another Rivals of Ixalan Intermediate Swiss Draft League. Tillinolli's Summoner is the rare here, and I think we're going to take it. Good card. It gets Ascend on its own very easily. I like it a lot. It's a great card. Feels like it would be really good in blue with One with the Wind or something. That would be pretty cool. But what else is good in here? I think secondly, I would probably go with Silvergill Adept, which is also really good. And then there's Hunt the Weak and Dusk Legion Zealot, which are quite good as well. But we're going to start her off with the Summoner because I like it. All right, follow-up pick. Best card is probably Luminous Bond. Good card. Deals with anything. There's Swift Warden in here, which is actually quite good too. But Luminous Bond, pretty fine to take early, actually. You can easily splash it. You can splash for Summoner, too. I actually think that's fine. I don't see why not. It's not like a card that you need to play on turn 2. And other good cards in here. I like the Scoundrel. Obviously, I like the Swift Warden. Conquistador is definitely a legitimate plan. And I love Dusk Legion Zealot as well, but we'll go Luminous Bond for now. For now. Okay, strongest card here. Reckless Rage is quite good. Certainly good within Rage. We have an Aspirant, which is good. But I think we'll probably just go Reckless Rage. Good removal. Can activate your Enrage as well, which is good, yes. I like it. Pioneer is also very good. I'm a big Dust Charger fan as well, but let's go Reckless Rage. Alright, Form of the Dinosaur now. This one, on the other hand, not quite as good. So here we can take the Fanatical Firebrand. I found this card to be pretty excellent. It's pretty versatile in the format. Hits you or enrage guys, or kills their X1s. Can attack, which is reasonable, of course. And Form of the Dinosaur is just, unfortunately, not that good. So, we'll go Fanatical Firebrand. Okay, so we're seeing some late-ish black cards here. There's a Dreadmon here as well. I probably like the Hunter more than the Scoundrel. There's enough dinosaurs in this format where having a 2-drop 1 that can attack or block into any of them is pretty nice, actually. So we'll probably take this. Pretty solid 2-drop. Other good cards in here. Nothing really crazy good. I think Hunter's probably the best card there. And we can just sort by color for now too, which is fine. So Bravado is certainly good for pirate decks. Otherwise there's a Voracious Vampire, which is certainly fine on its own. Obviously wants to be in a vampire deck, but it's playable. Outside of that, we'll probably just take the Bravado, though. We don't quite know what we're doing yet, and Bravado just ends games. Shake the Foundations, I think, is a good card. I'm just not entirely convinced that it's a card that our deck is going to want. I think it's going to be good against us. It's very good against certain decks. I mean, it's early enough where I can just take it. We don't have to be Pirate Beatdown. I think it's the most powerful card here by quite a bit. I like the Zealot and the Firebrand a lot too, but I guess we take it just because, like I said, it really is the strongest card, and we still could end up a deck that wants it with a deck that wants it. So we can take the Stone Quarry here. I think that's actually fine. I like Recover, and that's about it, but we could still splash for Luminous Bond if we don't end up in white. So here, another crack at getting Recover. Cleansing Ray is a good sideboard card. Sea Red is a good aggressive card. Probably take the Recover. It's the best value card. If we end up in black, it's the highest upside of, or highest chance of playing it, I would say. Could also just open a Ravenous Chupacabra or something and be super happy we have Recover. And we got Mutiny back, so we'll probably just take it. So a late Strength of the Pack. Stampeding Horncrest is kind of a take it or leave it card anyway. Don't really need it. Probably just take the Traveler's Amulet. Seems like the highest chance of actually getting played in our deck, especially if we end up wanting to splash something. We'll take the Raptor to cut red. Alright, now we'll take the Horncrest. Just basically doing our best to cut red at this point out of pack 1. It seems like we carved our way into that reasonably well. So now it's our job to sort of figure out where we want to go from here. So we can take another Reckless Rage, which I'm fine with. Yeah, I'm fine with that. There's also an Impale in here. And a Death Spitter as well. Forerunner of the Coalition. So probably just take the Rage. Really can't. I mean, I guess you can say this card's not that great in the wrong deck. It can actually be bad in the wrong deck, but in the right deck it can be very good. So now I guess we just sort of hunt for some good Enrage, or at least some fattier bodies. Otherwise there is an Impale, but I'm going to take the Rage over it because we don't quite know what color scheme we are yet. Alright. So Jadelight Ranger is a good reason to go into green. Green also has access to fattier dinosaurs. This card is also worth some tickets, as I recall. Besides just being a very good card, it's worth 4 tickets. Yeah, it's very good. So we'll take it. So now Thrashing Brontodon would let us continue to cut green. And it makes more sense with the Reckless Rages in our deck, I would say, than taking like a Death Spitter. And likely wheel the Raptor or the Horncrest, maybe the Dreadmaw anyway. So now, Needletooth Raptor is fantastic. This is actually a great card to pair with our Reckless Rage. So I like that a lot. That just makes sense to me. The beauty of Raptor in this deck already is Shake the Foundation gets a lot better. So does Fanatical Firebrand. Probably already looking to cut some of these other things, though. Buccaneer, not really what we're looking for. Tilnali's Crown is good with the Raptor. Not so good outside of that. I suppose we can take another Horncrest, but we don't really need it. Buccaneer is just not going to be that great in this deck. We basically only have one other pirate so far. Just based on what we've already taken, I don't think we're going down the pirate path. I guess we could take Aggressive Urge. Horncrest is, like I said, really not that great anyway. This lets us cut green. I don't think we're going to splash for Blazing Hope. Another Needletooth Raptor is a gift. Cannot really stress enough that this card is just very, very good. Another Reckless Rage. That's pretty remarkable, actually. It's an uncommon. I'm going to take it. Another this is weird. Alright, we'll take it. I mean, the beauty of Summoner is it kind of just takes the game over, but a little bit more sketchy in this deck because of the Shake the Foundations, but I don't think that's a big deal. So, obviously we've carved our way into red very effectively, which is good news. Question is, what else are we going to do? We're going to take the Death Spitter here. Very good with the Shake Foundations once again. We really don't need another Mutiny, I don't think. Migration's a nice pickup, actually. We have enough dinosaurs to support it now, so it makes sense. It's good fixing, especially when the 2 green spells you have are double green. Okay, so we did get the Raptor back, but kind of tempted to take another Death Spitter. I like the card. I like Raptor a lot too, actually. Could use some more cheap stuff. Maybe Raptor does make more sense. You can never really have enough 2-drops. I'm fine taking them both. Otherwise, a Frill back. I'm going to take the Raptor. I actually really like Raptor quite a bit. Alright, so we have a good dinosaur theme going now. We could use some better dinosaurs, but I'm pretty happy with where we're at. Like, at this point, I really don't see much incentive to splash white. I just think we're going to be good. I like Bonded Horncrest a lot, actually. I think it's good. It's definitely good with our Reckless Rages. So I think we take it. It just beats down hard. Taking it over a Fire Cannon Blast. What's our removal? 3 Reckless Rages, a Mutiny. Probably not playing the Bravado. Probably not playing the Aggressive Urge. And then a Shake the Foundations and 2 Needletooth Raptors. We do have a lot of removal, but Orazca Raptors are so replaceable. I'm going to take it over the Fire Cannon Blast. I really do like this card. So here we'd probably just take Commune. Helps us find our Raptors and help fix our mana. And I'm not giving up too much for it. I think it's just a good card in general. Lets you keep more hands too, which is nice. Whiptail's a good card. I'm happy to take that. And we look like a 17 land deck anyway, so this is an okay curve. Could definitely be better, but I'm ready to cut these Raptors anyway. They're pretty mediocre. Okay, so here, I mean, there's a Pirate's Cutlass, which is totally fine in here. I don't think this deck is really a Cutlass deck, though. It's pretty cool with the Raptor, I suppose, but I'm kind of more interested in taking this Canopy. Our sideboard is really lacking, and I want to be able to deal with flyers and enchantments. So I think I'm going to take the sideboard card, especially since this is technically just a deck right here that I'm happy enough with. All right, now I'm going to take the Firebrand, and I think we're just going to cut a Raptor. Despite lowering our dinosaur count, I'd rather just have a little bit more low end, I think. And especially low ends that can... Ooh. Yeah, I think this is definitely the pick for us. This is a sweet card. Problem is, it's actually kind of bad with Reckless Rage. It does deal 8 damage to one of their guys, but it also deals 4 damage to one of our guys. But this card does almost win the game on its own, so I think we just take it. It's kind of a big finisher that our deck could use. Alright, Dual Shot is sweet. It's also Pounce, though. Dual Shot's better with the Raptors, but Pounce is definitely good in this deck. We have some great bodies for it, I think. Most of the time I don't really care for Mutiny, so I could just swap those out and be fairly happy with that. Thrash of Raptor is a nice pickup. This is a great card. I can easily play that over a Horncrest, probably. Although, then we're starting to get a bit low on things that can absorb Reckless Rage damage. There's also an Unfriendly Fire in here, but I really do like the Thrash of Raptors. Alright, we'll take the second Firebrand. We'll have to do a dinosaur count and get this all figured out. So we do have a Ryle, but we only have the Raptors. I don't think we're going to end up finding space for either of these cards, honestly. I'll just take the Raptor. Getting all these Firebrands is actually kind of a good deal. They're good. I'm not entirely convinced it's the best game plan for us. We'll figure it out. Sure Strike is actually pretty good too. This deck is interesting already. We've got some real options at our disposal here. Plenty of dinosaurs too. So we'll get it figured out. Alright, Pterodon Knight's actually a pretty good card. Got the Ryle anyway. Okay. So now we just need to cut 5 cards and we'll have ourselves a deck here. So, probably don't need 3 Firebrands. Probably can cut at least 1 Horncrest. Probably can cut the Sure Strike. And we can cut 2 more creatures pretty easily, so... How many dinosaurs do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 is a good amount. I think I'm going to cut the raptor. I don't have any problems with it, but I think I'd rather have the Death Spitter. And then we just need to cut one more thing. Maybe another Firebrand. What's kind of cool about Summoner is if you have enough mana, you can attack with it, make the elementals, and use a Reckless Rage killing one of your elementals to still get in. I know it's a little bit roundabout, but it's a thing. It seems fine to me. I definitely think Reckless Rage with Raptor is something. It's a 2 for 2 only, but it's a pretty good 2 for 2. And Pounce is sort of the same way too. Very good with Raptor. So, final creature to cut. It might just be a Firebrand. I kind of like having the Raptors in here more than the Firebrand, mostly because of the migration, the Horncrest, Thrash of Raptors. Those are all pretty good reasons. The Commune. Alright, we'll cut one more Firebrand. We still have plenty of early game going on, I think, too. This is a pretty good deck. I think this deck is good. Ingrath's Marauders is a card I haven't played in a while. We're going to need a good amount of green in here. Technically, we could play the Traveler's Amulet and play 16 lands. I could do that. It's kind of like... because 16 lands plus that is actually fine. I may do it because we have the double green. I think I'm okay with that, actually. So we'll count that as a source in each color, basically. And then we probably want another 6 green, which they also say. So it's like having 7 green and 11 red. I think that's pretty reasonable, actually. So, okay. This is how we're going to do it. Yeah, so red-green dinosaurs. Seems good to me. We'll run it like this. We'll see you around 1.